One great feature of this game is the personalised access code. This allows you to remember where you left off and take up from there when you restart the game. An obvious feature really, and a serious plus point. But I don't know why all games don't have it. Without it, you have to fight your way through all the early levels until you know every inch of them. And where's the fun in playing something you can win with your eyes shut? The joystick controls are straightforward, while giving you a wide range of moves with no need to use the keyboard at all. By digging with your sword, you can gain access to the many underground caverns, where you'll find weapons and power-ups of the mystical and physical variety. You'll also find yet more mutants hungry for your blood. There are more beat-em-ups on the market than I'd care to count, and finding one worth looking at is always a nice surprise. First Samurai is well worth taking a look at. You are Perseus in Gremlin's latest release, Pegasus, a shoot-'em-up with elements of a platform game, a beat-em-up, and even some adventure. Satan has invaded the 5 planes of existence and shattered the crystals which hold the souls of each plane. You must battle his evil cohorts and collect the fragments of the crystals. Pegasus boasts 50 levels combining 2 different types of gameplay. The first, a shoot-'em-up, has you riding on Pegasus, battling a variety of ugly creatures. The second is the beat-em-up side of the game, where you are on foot. There are caverns and caves to explore along the way, which is where the adventure comes into it. Every group of enemies you kill will leave behind a crystal or a token. The crystals can be collected, and pressing the spacebar when you have enough will provide a double-barreled weapon. Collecting more gives increased power. My first impression of this game was that it looked much the same as many others on the market. Happily, I was wrong, and I'm sure you'll find Pegasus very playable and very addictive. It's Invisible Man, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
As a sorcerer's apprentice up to no good, you've let loose enough fuzzballs to overrun the sorcerer's tower. The sorcerer himself is none too impressed and has turned you into a fuzzball too. To be turned back into your old self, you have to clear every fuzzball from all 50 of the chambers in the tower. The fuzzball hunter is joystick controlled and is a little slow to respond. Mistakes make your progress through the game increasingly difficult, so if you're a novice, getting beyond level 1 is hard work. Shooting the marauding fuzzballs by pressing fire turns them into harmless blobs which you can knock off your platform. You must reach them quickly though, or they turn into something nastier and harder to kill, and every time you fail to knock them off, they get nastier still. These days, the number of original games which come on the market are very limited. We increasingly find familiar aspects in most games we play. This doesn't always mean it's a bad game, just that you can find the same thing elsewhere. With Fuzzball, System 3 have brought out another platform game, which on the whole I found a little too hard. But if you stick at it, it's great fun. How would you like to be the new Director General of a secret government protection agency, formed with the aim of keeping the current government in power? Enter the secret world of Floor 13. Based loosely on real life and possible situations, your office is where you run one of the most powerful government agencies in the world. Using a series of menus and windows, your only contact with the outside world is through newspaper reports, and reports given to you by the heads of your various departments. Groups of people hell-bent on watching, infiltrating, and destroying anything that might cause your government to lose control. The storylines are randomized each time you play, which means that the game never repeats. Floor 13 is one of the cleverest games I've ever played. A highly involving yet very subtle thriller, with enough edge to make you wonder what's really going on. Purely incredible.
Not now, I'm busy. Look, when you go away, I'm trying to prepare the reviews.
This is your review spot.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
The plot behind Realms from Virgin Games is a fairly typical one. A young prince, enraged that his father has died, yells at the gods for a bit and is finally struck by lightning, which then turns into a snake. The battle for the throne has begun, and there can only be one king. Played in a similar style to Populous, Realms places you in charge of a territory on a small island. Using the armies of your small cities and the cash flow these cities generate, your aim is to capture all the land there is and become king. The controls behind Realms are incredibly simplistic. A small handful of icons give you all the governing power you need, from scanning across the fractally generated landscape to taking seat on a council. You can even play the taxman. And why do you generate money? To build your armies as strong as you possibly can. After all, there's nothing wrong with fighting with unfair odds if the odds are in your favor. Realms is a game for megalomaniacs and warmongers alike. A big thumbs up. You're Murphy, bug hunter extraordinaire, troubleshooting deep inside a crazy computer. You have to work your way through the whole system, collecting infotrons, that's diamonds to you and I,